With renovation work continuing at the house, it's time to start thinking about kitchen fittings. So, time to go shopping at Mitre 10. And who better to shop with than project manager John Sheriff? Well, obviously, John, we are spoilt for choice when it comes to taps. I didn't realise there's so many to choose from.
Yeah, there's literally hundreds, Jude.
So what's the one you've got here?
Well, what we've chosen for the house is a green Star Mix 2000. This is probably the best value for money for our house.
OK, let's go and have a look at it.
Right. Well, here's our tap, Jude. Let's have a look.
Oh, it strings out like a jack-in-the-box.
It certainly does. This is a single lever tap. Hot, cold, on, off. Okay. So quite simple and straightforward there. The other attraction with this is that this comes out.
And so what's this knobby thing on the end?
That's for a spray. When you're spraying the vegetables or want to wash the vegetables, just press the button and you get a spray rather than a solid jet of water.
And you can wash all the nasties off the kitchen bench.
Certainly can.
Like that idea. Now, when you're buying a modular kitchen, you obviously have to buy taps, but what else do you have to think about?
Well, another thing we should look at is an incinerator.
OK, let's go and find the incinerators.
Right.
Right there, John.
Yeah, a bit of a hassle getting that back in the box, eh, Jude?
You didn't want to go back in, did it?
No, not really.
Now, tell me about incinerators.
Right, we've got 3 different models here, basically 3 different sizes. We've got a big model here, so that'll be used for the father bear's house. Middle-sized one here for mama bear's house. And this is the one here that we've chosen for our house.
OK, what's the advantages of these things?
Main advantage is that you can get rid of all the rubbish. Instead of putting it out in the rubbish bin, it just goes straight down the sink into the sewer line down there.
Do you install this?
No way. What we do, under the terms of the guarantee, we get the plumber to install it, and he will install the tap as well. Electrical work, we get the electrician to do it as well. No way we
I can wash my hands of that. You're going to sort that out?
I'm going to sort it out.
Good, I like that. OK, pass me that tap.
Right.
We've got the tap. You can grab the incinerator, because I believe they're quite heavy.
They are very heavy.
OK. All we need now is the kitchen sink.
Right.
And of course, that's back in the house. The combination of modular kitchen units that Nobby Kitchens have designed for us include the sink, hob and oven. With new units installed and the new kitchen relined, Dave Cull gave me some sound advice about plumbing.
Build all the plumbing into the walls that you might ever need. So if you're not going to have a dishwasher now, put the plumbing in anyway, because it's a lot harder later to rip the wallboard off and get in there.
Future-proof it.
Future-proof it.
Good to know. What about lighting? You need a bit of it in the kitchen. Quite a bit.
You do, actually. When you think you've got razor-sharp knives, electricity and hot water, you want to see what it's doing to you, I reckon. And you need 3 types of lighting. You need background lighting, but that's just for safety. You just need to be able to see where you're going. You need task lighting, and that means you don't want to have it behind you so you're casting a shadow onto your work, so you need it over your work surfaces. And you need more as you get older, because as you get older, you need more and more light. And the last one you need is what they call accent lighting. It's not absolutely necessary, but it's the aesthetic part. You might do something that just have a light that just shows up a particular area, like a vase or a bowl of flowers or something.
Now, there's still quite a bit of work before we see the full impact of our lighting plan. Now, when he's not shopping with me, John's the project manager, which means he supervises and checks all the work.
OK, well, as you can see behind us here, we've taken the wall down. Mike from Nobby Kitchens has been in and he's put our units in. The plumber's been in and done all his pipe work. The electrician's been in and done all the electrical work that he needs to do at this stage. We've put the bats back in the wall, and now we're into a stage where we're doing the stopping, getting it all ready for painting.
And with just 1 week to go before the grand unveiling of the new kitchen, it's busy and noisy, with stoppers stopping, glaziers glazing, and of course the painters doing their painting. And here it is, the finished product. Ta-da! What do you think? It's been a wee while coming, but it's finally done. Better test out the appliances, make yourself a cup of tea. So while the kettle's boiling, let's take a bit of a look at this new kitchen. John, cup of tea time.
Yeah, I could do with that, Jude.
There you go, it's all yours.
Thank you.
So, do the boys have any hassles?
I had a few problems with the ceiling up there. When we pulled it down, we found that the plasterboard was very, very thin, so we had to pull the whole lot down. Once we pulled it down, we had found that we had to re-timber the whole lot, and then we've put new plasterboard up there.
What about time and budget? How did you go on those?
Not too bad. Had a few problems with time-wise, but we got there in the finish, working a bit of extra overtime. Within budget, yes.
But what about the windows? Weren't we going to do something different with this one?
Yeah, we were going to put a 3-bay window in there, but budget just wouldn't allow for it, so it stayed as it is.
Those things always happen, don't they?
They do.
Something has to shuffle off the bottom of the list when it comes to the budget. Speaking budget, how does this kitchen pan out? Is it an expensive one, an average one, a cheap one?
It's an average kitchen. It's a kitchen that you would put in this type of house, and my advice would be to make sure that you check the price out before you commit yourself to things.
Any other tips for people planning a kitchen?
Plan well ahead. Go around and have a look at the show homes. Go and have a look what the kitchen people have got. Talk to friends about their kitchens and examine your own kitchen and think of the things that you would like in your existing kitchen to be put into your new one. So
that's a good thing, isn't it, really? Ratting through the drawers and going, well, where am I going to put this in the new kitchen?
Well, that's right, yeah. And then you find that you haven't got a drawer for it.
Well, there's certainly no shortage of storage space in here, and Dave will be pleased. Just look at the flow. You come in from the car with your groceries, plop them on the bench, then unpack them into the fridge and the pantry, go over here to wash your veggies in the sink, cook them over here on the stove, swing around to the bench to serve them, and then, of course, it's back to the sink with the dirty dishes and into the dishwasher they go. See? A well-planned kitchen, it saves on time, not to mention the old legs. But a kitchen's not all function, it's got to look good as well. After all, chances are this room will become very familiar to at least one member of the household anyway, before too long. Coming up, we get some pointers from a couple of experts on using colour boldly.
You all know Andy the Builder.
Oh, I wonder what we're going to build it out of.
MDF and a bit of 2x2.
Now meet Andy the Designer.
I reckon leave this up, yeah? And spray silver or something.
Attractive.
It's a changing rooms showdown.
Please don't leave me. Please don't go.
And the Welsh village of Pembury will never be the same.
Oh, no, that's got to go. That is absolutely hideous.
They think they're yuppies as well, Alan, yeah? You want to give them a little bit of a posher look for them, you know?
Changing Rooms, 8 o'clock Tuesday on 1.